another marker. Introducing the Dual Skulls Chaos God Selection. This is a mixed race team. We have a match coming up. We're already in Mixed Match Mayhem, the next in the Grimjaw Carnage Cup League, our third one. And I'll just give it a little introduction to my team. So they are the Dual Skulls. They're a Nurgle team, Nurgle Chaos Mix. This is the only league we're allowed to play Nurgle in because they are absolute fun stealers. They ruin everybody's fun. They say no fun allowed, no smiling, no fun, none. You can tell by the way their arms are crossed. No fun. Their team motto is Blerlerlerlerler, because a lot of them are really gross and disgusting and have tentacles, but they're my cute little babies. Here we have Frank. Frank is a beast of Nurgle. Blerlerlerlerler. Useless language anyway. Whoops. I mean, it's a beautiful language. Finnish. I really do like it. But it has its limitations strictly within Finland and a tiny part of Sweden. So this is Frank. Now, Frank's called Frank because my stomach's called Frank, and my stomach always makes blerlerlerlerler sounds, you see. So you see it has tentacles. Beautiful. They also have Nurgle's Rot. Which one is the streamer? Yes, indeed. When this player kills an opponent during a block bits of foul, well, basically when they kill them, the infected opponent becomes a new rookie rotter. This is something that all of my team has. So I can infect and snipe the other team's players. I have Regeneration. If I suffer a casualty, then I get to regen. This one happens to be really stupid, so it might not do anything half the time. It has Mighty Blow, which means it hits harder. It has a foul appearance, which is a thing a lot of my teams have. So the player's appearance is so horrible that any opposing player that wants to roll dice against him must first roll a d6 and score 2 or more. If they roll a 1, they are too revolted to take their turn. They just waste that action and they can't hit me because I'm so disgusting. And it also has Disturbing Presence. Any player must subtract 1 from the d6 when they pass, intercept, or catch for each opposing player within the Disturbing Presence. That's within 3 squares of them. Even if the Disturbing Presence player is prone or stunned, so even if he's really stupid, I think. So his presence is so disturbing they get a -1 on their throwing. And that's why Nurgle are no fun, because you can't hit them and you can't throw. I have one other player at the moment, a Nurgle Warrior with Disturbing Presence. So if we get the zones to overlap and someone tries to pick up the ball, they'll have a -2 basically. But it also means I can spread them out and cover like most of the field in -1 and they can't do anything. And he also is very, very ugly, this Nurgle Warrior. I didn't go full cheaty, so you could go for a full team of like 8 Nurgle Warriors and 4 Nurgle Warriors and 4 Chaos Warriors, and they're really tough because they've got like, well, I mean the Chaos one's even worse because I've got 5 movement, not 4. But then the Chaos Warriors have 3 ag, not 2, and then they have 9 armor and 4 strength. These are beefy. All these 4 strengths, that's higher than average. Your average is 3. And even my shittiest players have the average of 3 strength. And again, 8 armor is sort of okay in average, and even my shitty players down here, the cheap ones I had to fill out the roster with, they have 8. And they also have this decay, which makes their casualties, that they're more delicate, so they're more likely to die. So who's picking up the ball? Well, anybody with agility 3 can pick up the ball. So probably Chaos Warriors. Probably these guys. Because they move fairly far. And they have fairly good agi and good strength, and they're just a total pain in the ass to deal with. I have a Pestigore, or a couple of Pestigores and a Beastman. Which are similar things. Basically, Pestigores are like the Nurgle equivalent. They cost a bit more because they've got the Regeneration and Nurgle Rot on them. So again, for the sake of cheapness, I have Crying Eye George here, the Chaos Beastman. So these guys have horns, which means that if they run into tackle, that's called a blitz, rather than just hitting someone who's standing face to face. You can only do 1 blitz per turn, and this adds 1 to their strength. So their strength may be 3, but if they run in and blitz, their strength is 4 as well. And they can move further, which helps them run in and blitz. Reject ball, embrace bash. Well, I mean, these guys could certainly bash. You see. So Frank, we've got Cynical Cyril, we've got Stubborn Henry, Ugly Bill, and Effing Noddy. And then we've got our Pestigores, Sweet Sally and Luscious Lindsay. And then we've got Crying Eyed George, the Beastman. And then our Nurgles are Bob the Boiler, Dylan the Dealer, and Stan the Skiver. Stan likes to make shoes, what can I tell you? My nan used to be a skiver. So that's our terrible team that will spoil everyone's fun. There's an apothecary and a reroll, just 1 reroll. And that's all we've got, and that's our 100. We don't have any upgrades. Or statistics, or history. That's that. So if we look at the Rat Kings, so Dr. V's Rat Kings, the Rat Kings return, but they've been remade. Let's fight, more spark, close, well, open war. These guys will be playing soon. When after Christmas, when we can find a time. Fun spoilers. So these guys are all about running and passing and stuff, and they're very squishy. Look at their armor, maximum 8. Even the Rat Ogre only has 8. They can move. They can sure move because they're Skaven. And they're quite agile, some of them. But even then, most of them are 3. But their strength, they are very weak. Only the Rat Ogre has any strength. So they're very weak, and if they want to pick up the ball, they have to avoid my fun spoiler. So that's what that's going to be like. And if we look at the competition overall, let's see. Schedule, here we go. Day 1 of 11, so there's going to be 11 rounds. It's going to take us a while. It's just us who have to play, it turns out. There's a bunch of games I haven't seen yet. And we can watch the roster for the rest. I'm not going to look at those scores. Probably I didn't absorb any of them because some of them I haven't seen. Vegan Sausage Roll is playing against the Hazelnuts. That'll be fun. That's Tekaz, I believe, Vegan Sausage Roll, and Tekaz is a really good laugh. He's really fun. He's great to talk to. So you should have a lot of fun with that one. Remind me if there's a Mitch Mayhem matchup again that you take goblins and snotlings. I will remind you. The Cinematic Horror versus Druidic Fantasizers. I don't know who either of those teams are. There's Tiny's Hospitable Staff, which is going to be Lord Tiny, his team. And the Rats of Volroth. Who had the Rats of Volroth? I'm not sure. Isles of Wonder, which is I think Steven's team, who played Haz last week, versus me. Oh shit. Holly Dragon versus Steven's Rocket Special next week. Little League Lads, which is... isn't that Modalities? Versus the Valhallan Crusaders. Isn't that... are the Valhallan Crusaders Eristef? I can't remember. I can't remember. Undying Misfits versus the Rat King's Return. So the Rat King's Return, as we know, is Dr. V. Undying Misfits. Who had the undead? Is this one of the vampire teams? I think there are 2 vampire teams. Which is probably Cinematic Horror and Undying Misfits. This one's going to be really fun, Haz. Yours is going to be so fun. So when do me and Haz play? Not in the 3rd round. Who am I playing in the 3rd round? Cinematic Horror. Maybe one of the vampire teams? I'm not sure who. Also, what was the name of wait, what was the name of Grimjaws again? I can't remember. Huh. Oh, are the Druidic Fantasizers Grimjaws? It might be actually. Well, I'm not playing them either. Don't know who I'm playing in that week. Week 4, Haz is playing Tiny. It looks like maybe it's Grimjaw versus Steven that week, and I'm playing the Undying Misfits. Another vampire team, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Is Fush one of them? No, surely. Vampire. Surely Fush didn't take vampires. Surely not. Vegan sausage roll, the Rat King's return. That'll be fun. Tekaz versus Tiny. Not Tiny, Dr. V. Valhalla Crusaders. What are my little league lads? Okay, so week 5 I think I'm against Modality. And let's see. Week 5. Who have we got? Then you've got Dr. V in week 6, and I've got the Rats of Volroth. I'm not sure who the Rats of Volroth are. Oh, one of these is Lars, isn't it? Which one? What did Lars choose? Was he one of the vampire team? Might be, because he's new this. So Lars and Haz are the two new ones in this competition. Then we've got the Valhalla Crusaders. Oh no. God, it's going to be, by the 7th week, who knows what state any of these teams are going to be in. And then week 8, it's not until the 8th one, Haz. It's going to be like 2 months' time before me and you play, Haz. Will you have any goblins left by then for me to devour? I don't know. I want to snack on those little green beans and turn them into like players on my team. That would be great. I think they're too small actually. I don't think I can turn you into players on my team if you're that small. And then week 9 we have, God, I can't even see my own team name. Oh, then we're playing Vegan Sausage Roll. Nice. They're all Greg's team. They're named after food from Greg's Vegan Sausage Roll. Sausage Roll is great. Week 10 we have we're all playing Lord Tiny in week 10, Tiny's Hospitable Staff. And 11 we're playing possibly Grimjaw. Am I playing Grimjaw in the final week again? Oh no. Grimjaw is not gonna like that. If that is Grimjaw, let me just check. Oh, so actually Fush does have the Afterlife one. Grimholly final week poggers. I know. Again. I think that's right. Yeah, Druidic Fantasizer, that is. Grimholly final week again, just like in the first one. And in the second one I had a match that could have made the difference between Grim winning or losing. And it was really funny actually, the first league's final match. Rigged? Not at all. It's gonna be great. Look at Grimjaw's team value as, like, you think you had it rough? Look at this. 540. What the hell?